We're gonna do a song that you never heard before. The volume.
Here they gonna get wicked. Here we go again. Ace Kennedy, my brother from another mother. What's happening?
What's good, bro?
Hey, man, it is Friday at TGIF. What's good your way, man?
Oh, man, I'm trying to get the doggone pod shared, and I couldn't get it in, but while the music was playing. And then, you know, like I always want to get the fumbling. I hate that the buttons don't let you largen stuff up. Man, it's whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, we here.
Hey, man, we got some things to talk about. We're still catching up. We were off for about 2 weeks now over Thanksgiving, trying to get some things situated. Yeah, we back, right? Got a couple of things to get caught up on, though, man. Listen, bro, how about we jump right into that intro music? You ready?
Yep.
Let's do it.
Podcast, the greatest podcast of all time. The Slash Brothers Podcast, the greatest podcast.
Can you dig it, sucker?
Brothers Podcast, the greatest podcast of all time.
Try Jesus, not me, 'cause I throw hands. Try Jesus, please don't try me, because I fight.
Ace Kennedy, I just had a laugh here. It says, I'm looking at a post here from the homeboy Mark. Shout out to the boy Mark Nurse. Mark knows everybody. It's just a funny post. He said, y'all high school crush is still fine. And it said, the dude said, mine a stud now. She handsome. Hey, man, it's Friday, man.
Yeah.
Give it to me. The best thing you've seen all week.
So this ain't gonna mean nothing to nobody but me and to the few nerds who like nerdy stuff. Bro, my doggone lightsaber came in and I'm ecstatic, bro.
Where's that?
It's right here, bro.
Let me see.
So first of all, it's gold. It's a gold hilt. But what's dope about this one is because it can change to different colors. So, and then a lot of times when people get sabers, they want to make sure that they can actually bang with it. You know what I'm saying? Because that makes it cool. But what I like about it is, one, it don't feel like a toy. It's got the weight on it. Now this is how nerdy I am. A couple of years back, I had a saber built where I went through and picked the hilt I wanted, everything, like every detail on it I picked out or whatever. But with the price range that I was going for, I was only able to select one color. It didn't quite have everything on it, but I was still proud of it because I built it. It was my joint, whatever. When I found this one, the only thing you got to pick was the color of the hilt. The hilt, you didn't get the design or whatever, but it changes colors. It does all the clash sounds, like everything, like you was in a movie or whatever. And so it's super, super dope. Showed all my nerd friends. They all like, yo, you got to send me the link. So everybody already on it. But yeah, bro.
Now the hilt, if for the people who aren't as deep into, because I would have never knew what the hilt was. The hilt is the handle part.
Yeah, the part that you hold, the handle of the laser sword, so to speak. So the saber, yeah. So the actual handle, that's the hilt.
How did you know it was the hilt?
I mean, I just know Star Wars, bro. Yeah.
Hey man, for me, this is gonna sound crazy. Not as nerdy, but I think that not as nerdy. But I think that the best thing that I've seen all week, bro. I started back watching Masters of the Universe, though, bro.
Oh yeah, I
Pretty
finished it, bro.
dope. Yeah, I
Yeah,
haven't finished it.
Yeah.
I am. I'll tell you where I'm at. And listen, I don't care about if you haven't seen it yet, so I'm not gonna even get into the teaser. Spoiler alert.
No,
listen, that's your bad. Spoilers. But listen, the part that I'm at, right? I'm at the point where the girl Eva Lynn gets the sword, basically. Though. So that's where I'm at, though. Yeah.
So I will say I enjoyed the first half of it a whole lot better than the second half. They just went extra over the top with some of the mythology of He-Man in the second part. So I was just kind of like, it was cool, but I liked the character development in the first half where you got to just like Evil Lynn was chilling, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? You got to get to know Tila a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I thought it was dope because a lot of people was upset because it didn't have a whole lot of He-Man in the first half. But Kevin Smith came out and said, and I ain't going too nerdy. If you want to be real nerdy, come to the Marauders podcast.
Right.
But basically, Kevin Smith basically said, like, look, we picking up where the story left off in the 80s. So Tila never knew that he was He-Man, and she gonna find out, and the repercussions of that. So I like the first half better than the second half, but I still thought the whole series was dope.
Listen, I love this. Is the one thing I didn't catch this as a kid. I caught it probably almost as a teenager, basically. That the girl name was Evil Lynn instead of Evelyn. I thought that was when I realized that as a teenager, I was like, oh snap! Like if I would have put those two together as a kid, bro, it would have been next level. But
I like how they addressed it in the series too, because Skeletor was just calling her Lynn. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, see, that is a good point. I didn't even catch that.
Yeah. He was just calling her Lynn in the thing.
Gotta be honest, I thought it was weird. That she kissed Skeletor. Like you mean to me you kissing the bones, right? You kissing the bony teeth.
Now you talking about I'm being super nerdy, but you can see her turning into whatever version of He-Man she was, but she can't kiss him.
Oh, I can see that because then I'm thinking like you what lips are you kissing? And you kissing straight teeth. That's the part that blew me away.
She wanted that. She wanted the bone.
But listen though, I thought that like a lot of times, man, like I for some reason, I never caught on to some of the other like remakes and reproduce of other like I thought that I would like to have watched Thundercats more. Didn't really catch on to. I saw like the first episode, and I was just for some reason wait.
Didn't latch onto it. First Thundercats or the remake,
the remaster. Of
where Lionel was young.
Yeah.
I wanted to watch it. I just didn't.
They had Chitara looking super thick on there though, bro. I was like, y'all went like old girl from Toon Squad, like that thick though. I was like, yo.
Nah, you talking about Miss Incredible thick, bro.
Oh yeah. Miss Incredible. They be make it. Hey, listen. As soon as we start talking about something getting thick, my Wi-Fi just went ahead and flashed.
I saw that, bro. I was waiting.
Listen, my Wi-Fi was like, somebody listening to us. They be like, listen, bro, hold your horses there. Hold your horses.
Yeah.
But no, I thought it was fire though, man. And like I said, I was actually trying to put Landon on to watching it, but then I was just so excited that I was like, forget that. I started watching it myself. It's dope. Oddly enough, what I haven't watched yet, I have not watched any episodes of Hawkeye yet.
Bro, oh god.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it today. But so usually I watch stuff like that when I'm folding up clothes. So I had a laundry day, and so the first time I did it, I was watching He-Man. This time around, I'm watching. I'm gonna go ahead and catch the Hawkeye though, man. So,
Hawkeye. The last 2 episodes have had some cool little Easter eggs in them, where people get to speculate super hard. So yeah, man. No, the He-Man is dope, and then the He-Man is dope, and then the Hawkeye is dope. Speaking of which, bro, how excited are you for this doggone Spider-Man, bro?
So like I am excited. Oddly enough, I'm excited for Spider-Man, but probably not nearly as excited I am for Matrix.
Oh yeah. I was definitely going to bring that up next. And while we
Yeah.
on the subject of the Matrix, for all of y'all that was on my post, I don't understand how y'all think the Matrix Part 1 is better than Matrix 2.
Who argues that?
Bro, Damien was on there talking about Matrix 1 is better. I had another dude on there say Matrix 1 is better. Nightcap hit me with the jazz face. Like, bro, he did not know how to use his stuff. Like, here's my thing. If your argument is always going to be, well, we wouldn't have had Matrix 2 without the first one.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah. You missed
So
me
what?
with that argument. Yeah, missed me with that argument
Right.
altogether.
You just can't, bro. You can't tell me the highway scene ain't dope. You can't tell me the fight scenes with the twins ain't dope. You can't tell me the dude that sent the girl the cake, the chocolate cake, that scene wasn't dope. Like, there's just, I mean,
Everything about it is dope. Like, I thought the twins was dope. I thought, so I agree with you, right? I think that that's one of the things when it comes to movies, I know you and I have different perspectives and different conclusions. That's one that I think that we typically agree with, is that Matrix 2, I think I like it. And don't get me wrong, I love Matrix 1.
100%.
Yeah, I love it. But I definitely think 2 is better. I told you, every time I think of Matrix 2, I think about the time me and Landon was probably like 2 months old, basically. And pulled an all-nighter on your boy, was not going to sleep. So at 2:00 in the morning, I got Landon sitting here in my arms, and I'm watching Matrix thinking, all right, he's full. He's not crying, nothing. He's fed. He had a nice little warm bottle. And I'm watching Matrix with Landon in my arm, and my dude is just wide awake. It was just like, yo, this is cold. And I'm talking about, listen, was not bulging at all on track. Didn't yawn not a single time like he was going to sleep. Pulled out everything. The only thing I didn't do was hop in the car and drive around, bro, because he was wide awake. And but I think that I agree. I like when people see the Matrix 2 is what I typically gauge other sequels on when I see somebody who is finding out that they're a chosen one, right? Or they got these skills. And then it said, okay, well, now that we know that he got the sauce, let me see what you do with the sauce. And so I thought that Matrix 2 did an excellent job to me of showing just how cold Neo is, though, bro.
Yeah, and the fact we got to actually see Zion to go back to where they, for them to go home. The boy Roy Jones was in there. The girl Jada Pinkett Smith was up in there. Like, you had Dressler in there.
Dressler. He always gonna be Dressler to me, bro. Yeah. Show him Dresser.
Cat Daddy.
Yeah, man. Yeah, he's always gonna be Dresser to me, bro.
Hey, that's just like saying if somebody said Batman Begins was better than The Dark Knight, we got to stop talking, bro. There's just no way. Y'all killing me with these sequels, bro.
Yeah. I like I said, I'm always I'm real big on once I know that somebody is supposed to be cold, bro. He said, Matrix is the Temptation. Reloaded is David Ruffin and the Temptations. I'm David Ruffin, and these are the Temptations.
Now, I will say, I know I'll get killed for this one, but I don't care. Five Heartbeats is better than Temptations.
Oh,
yep.
Oh, listen. Okay.
That's actually going to be the question of the day tomorrow. Temptations with 5 Heartbeats.
That's tough.
That ain't tough.
That's tough.
My office hours are.
No, but see, this is the thing. What makes it tough to me is that the Temptations is factual. Like, it's real.
So what?
Listen, what I'm saying is that the Temptations, it's told from the perspective of Otis. And so I think that because that's the case, that makes them two different things.
What does that have to do with it being a better movie? That's what I'm saying.
No.
What does it have to do with it being a better movie?
This is what I'm saying. I think that it's hard for me to say which one's better because I think that both of them have almost equal high moments to me, like those quotable moments, like when you said my office hours are. I think of I'm David Ruffin and the Temptations, right? And when you think of something else, show them Dresser. I can easily say
you on my spot.
You want my spot flash?
Yeah.
You ain't go get it. Or when he said,
you ain't
dang.
got it.
Even a nights like this,
I
I wish.
wish raindrops would.
But then when I hear it, when I think about that, when he says, ain't nobody come to see you sing Otis. Like that right there is cold. And then when he said, what David Ruffin said, he said, you sons of bitches. And he says, the Temptation without David Ruffin is just some phony group looking for a David Ruffin. Like I'm talking about, those are two movies that I know almost line for line.
I get
so
it, but
it's it's a tie for me. I couldn't say
Five Heartbeats is better, bro. I want to see what the people say.
I know. Listen, those are two movies that I literally can quote 90% of the movie line for line. Now,
let me ask you this. I know this is not equal, but just off the aspect of quotables, right? Which one can you quote the most? One of those two, or Coming to America?
Coming to America. I know the entire movie very easily for me. Listen. I'm gonna tell you, man. Coming to America is it's my absolute favorite movie of all time.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And the only other movie, so for me, right, my favorite movies, all time movies, 5. If I had to start it, just pick 5. It would be Coming to America, Die Hard with a Vengeance, Forrest Gump, Last Dragon. And then you probably can throw in 5 Heartbeats or Temptations, one of the two.
See, mine is Green Mile, 5 Heartbeats, Coming to America, Big Trouble in Little China, and The Last Dragon.
I might watch Big Trouble in Little China today. I be trying to put Landon on to stuff like that. I got Big Trouble in Little China on DVD, bro.
Yeah.
Like other movies that fall under that to me are Commando is right under that.
What about Cobra?
Who?
Cobra.
Nah. It's dope, but not up there.
Okay.
But Commando was up there. And then I was like a big, I'm not gonna lie, man. I was a big Eddie Murphy movie fan.
Yes.
So like
me and my brother watched Golden Child so much.
Golden Child is probably on that list. And Beverly Hill Cops is on that list as well. Boomerang is on that list. Man, listen, no retreat, no surrender is so underrated, bro. It's so.
Hey, I'm gonna take you all the way back. Do you remember Rad?
Yes, I haven't even seen it or heard it in years. I'm talking about at least 20 years, bro.
Yeah. What about the one? Was it The Wizard? The one where the dude had the power glove and they was like going on that trip to play video games, and Super Mario Brothers 3 was like the game at the end that they had to beat.
I know. I can't think of the movie though, but I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah.
Though.
Dang, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, what's going on with these Lakers, bro?
Oh my gosh, bro. I'm gonna be honest, man. I'm gonna put everything. Listen, this Ace Kennedy.
Yeah.
This is a funny question because I have a end of the year thing. A question that I want to ask you. It could either be the last week of the year, or it could be because we got New Year's on Friday, so I can't guarantee that I'm gonna be on the pod then. But listen, maybe at least that Tuesday, before the end of the year, I want you to tell me 5 things that you had right and 5 things you had wrong. That you can go ahead and admit. I admit it. I was wrong about this. I admit it, I was right. And I tried to tell y'all I was right about this. One of the things on that list, though, is that I think that I was right. that Anthony Davis is not a top 75 player of all time, bro. And
we've already, you and I have established that last year.
No. The list just came out this year, but I'm saying
no. I'm talking about the caliber of player that he is.
Okay, here's how I tie that all together, right? Because I don't care what LeBron does. LeBron is going to do what LeBron does. And to be quite honest with it, for good or bad, Russ is going to do Russ, right? And you always said that the X factor is always going to be Anthony Davis, right? You said that last year in the playoffs. And I want to say you may have said that 2 years ago before that as well. And I think the thing that I believe, Ace Kennedy, is that I'm gonna be honest with you. I heard Charles Barkley recently say something about it, but I honestly think that Anthony Davis has been getting the pass, bro. Like I honestly believe, bro, that Anthony Davis, whether or not the Lakers win a championship, is going to hang on Anthony Davis, because I know what I'm going to get for Russ. I know what I'm going to get for LeBron. I know what I'm going to get almost day in and day out for every player except Anthony Davis, bro. And it just seems like I'm going to be like, it seems like, I don't want to say that you can't be in the NBA and don't care, but it seemed like going toward the tail end with the Pelicans, he was like, all right, we ain't going to win nothing. I'm just going to go put up numbers. It does feel like he has the ring now and he feels made. Like, I'm justified. I'm good, because when you go in and day out, he just doesn't, to me, look like he's given the same kind of, I don't think any but very few people are going to give the Russell effort where you can see it on his face, you see it on the screen. But I don't know, man. AD just looked like he comes and goes in games, though, bro. And I say what's wrong with the Lakers is AD, bro.
Yeah, and I had to talk to Tari about that, because of course, we gotta get rid of Russ. I'm like, bro, stop. Like, stop. Russ ain't
you listen to what people say on TV then.
100%. And because once I asked him, I said, tell me what Russ is doing that nobody else on the team is doing. Like, because if you say he ain't playing defense, well, what about this guy? If you said he got turnovers, well, what about this guy? Like,
nobody plays defense on the Lakers. Nobody 100%. Plays.
But what Russ is giving you is offense. Russ is scoring at least 20, 23 points a night. There's sometimes AD don't make that. You know what I'm saying? And his effort, though, like you said, that who was the game? Not even the Memphis game, the other game that they can't. I'm trying to think. Was it Boston? Where that people was just stealing the ball from him? That dude was dunking all over.
Robert Williams dunked on him like 4 times that game, bro. Right. 4 times.
And AD was looking lost, like,
oh my God, he was looking lost. And then here's the thing about it. Like, this is the thing that's crazy. Like, I understand that. I understand that in the grand scheme of things, you're talking about 82 games, right? That's a lot. But for me, maybe my problem is, bro, is that I can admit that I'm a very sore loser, bro. Like, I'm a sore loser, and I can dap the other team up and give them props, but I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna stew in that loss for at least a day or two, right? If I lose a game in my city league game, I call you and I tell you how trash it was and how ticked off I was about it. And I understand that in the NBA you can't linger so much because you might have a game the next day. But bro, it just seemed like AD is just kind of like, we lost. Bro, we got to play better.
AD feels like he can just turn it on at any moment, and it's just like, bro, y'all are 500. Y'all have to turn it on soon, because
like what are you waiting for? Like, right. You're pacing yourself for what?
Because these other teams, bro, they got the Texas slogan: all gas, no brakes. Phoenix ain't taking no breaks. Golden State ain't taking no breaks. You know what I'm saying? Even with the Brooklyn struggles, they're still the top of the East. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't look like they have it all together, but they still out there putting effort, though.
Ooh, that's another question. Why does James Harden look so bad right now, bro?
James Harden looks like Triz Ash, bro. Like, and it's not even, it's because people be like, oh, well, he ain't getting the foul calls. Bro, he was still scoring without the foul calls in the other seasons. He wasn't, like, he was still shooting 3-pointers. He was still going to the rack. Like, forget the fouls. He ain't scoring no more. Like, he's facilitating too much. And it's just like I said, if Kevin Durant gets hurt, the Brooklyn Nets are done.
It's James Harden. Okay, let me ask you this though, bro. Here's my question for you. I always assume that when I see a player fall off that hard, right? Looks wise. Like, he doesn't look like he has the same shiftiness that he would have every single play, right? And so he was hurt going toward the playoffs, right? Is he still hurt from whatever that injury was? Like, maybe, like, when I look at something like that, like, it's almost like, while I hate Dallas, right, I can tell that the boy Zeke fell off because he looked like he's been hurt, right? Playing running back for them, right? But James, and he's out there, but you can tell he ain't 100. I'm just wondering, is James Harden like hurt?
He says he's done being hurt. He's done being hurt, but he never got to get back into basketball shape. So basically, he's getting in shape playing basketball. That's been his excuse.
Now, to put this in context, though, right? Let's talk about that. To put that in some context, James Harden this year, through 25 games, he's averaging 20 points a game, right? And he's averaging 8 rebounds a game. And he's averaging almost 10 assists a game. So while people are saying that his game is falling off, he's almost averaging a triple-double. But put that in context. I think it's because everybody looked at his scoring, right? Now, this is the wild part, is that I didn't realize that his scoring has went down for the past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years. He scored the 36 points a game average. Then he dropped to 34. Then he dropped to 24. But when he dropped to the 24, that's when his assist went on up. He led the league in assists then. And then he averaged the 24 points and averaged the almost 11 assists a game. So his numbers as the point guard, to be quite honest with you, I think that he's averaging good point guard numbers. I think that the issue is that he's shooting 40%, right, field goal percentage. But I think that it's because he is really trying to facilitate. So do you think he's facilitating too much?
Charles, they did not bring him over there to get these point guard numbers. They brought him over here to get his James Harden numbers.
Well, they needed no. I think they brought him there to give him the point guard numbers, but that was provided Kyrie was going to play.
100%. Kyrie ain't there. So that's what I'm saying. It's the same question we asked the Lakers. What are y'all waiting on? Kyrie is not there. You got to play like he's not there. So my thing is that y'all the problem is, again, ain't nobody really playing defense. So you got to outscore people. Y'all shouldn't be struggling to beat these teams. Y'all, both of y'all got to be juggernauts. Because you think when Clay come back that he's not going to be out there trying to hoop? Like I just don't get it, bro. I think that's, I don't know. It ain't me coaching.
I don't know, man. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you though, bro. Even though the Nets are up there, I think that it does make Kyrie look more valuable, right? Because they clearly, like, to me, I think that you put Kyrie out there, and I think that they look more unbeatable. But I think that without Kyrie out there, I don't see why. I think that without Kyrie, bro, I think the Lakers could. Well, hell, the Lakers don't guard nobody.
No.
The Suns could beat them,
right? And Golden State.
Golden State can both beat them.
Shoot, keep on, and the Bulls could beat them.
I like how the Bulls play, bro.
I love how I like watching them play, bro.
Yeah, I like. Listen, this is the thing that I think that here's the thing that I think that's so underrated in basketball is players like Caruso, bro. Like, I love players like Caruso who Caruso doesn't have to have the ball in his hand every play. He's going to give you hard-nosed defense. He got the athleticism. He gives you that extra spark. He keeps his – like, I love players like Caruso, though, bro.
Yeah. Yo, there's some smoke heating up with this whole Portland situation.
Listen, so Dame came out and just said, I don't want to be traded. Right? That's, to me, that's the end of it. It's no smoke. After he says that, that's it. But
no. I'm just talking about the talks have started to begin. I get it. I'm not talking about Dame's piece. I already told you I believe the player.
CJ McCollum has a collapsed lung. I don't know how you can trade him then.
Right. But see, they trying to do a three-way deal, and I even saw something where they was talking about that the 76ers wanted SGA, and I'm like, bro, Oklahoma's not in this talks, bro.
Listen, so here's the thing, though. So this is the thing that's crazy to me. I forget how young SGA is because he's been in the league so long, though, bro. Like, he's been in the league for like 4 years already. And usually when I think of somebody who's like a 4-year league player, I'm thinking he's like 25 years old. Like, SGA is like 23. That's like so it's almost like it looks like SGA. I can see why they would try to go after SGA because to me, he almost looked like he is outside or ahead of Oklahoma's rebuilding age. Like, it's almost like
he's not.
Not that. I'm not saying if but when I say that, I'm saying like, okay, here's what I mean. Right. So Trae Young is about his same age. but the Hawks have rebuilt to where they're currently in the playoffs, and they should be consistent playoff kind of teams, right? So I think that the big thing is that SGA is as old as Trae Young is, having been in the league probably a couple of years longer. And I think probably the thing that's interesting about that, bro, is that his team seems a few years back. Like the Thunder seems like they're probably 3 years away. And so that's going to put SGA now almost going to the last few years of his contract. So I can see why teams might be like, all right, listen, if you really rebuilding over there, I know you had to give him the contract, but is that something that you might want to consider for some more first round draft picks, so that since they love to get them?
Yeah, I don't know though, man. My thing is that I get that we are in a rebuild, but the rebuild was supposed to be around SGA. I just don't see, like, I just can't see them saying, like, we're going to give the keys to Giddey. You know what I'm saying? I like Giddey. Giddey's great, but Giddey's not as much of a scoring point guard as Shea is. And Lou Dort ain't going to get it done either. My thing is like,
Lou Dort,
we didn't pull, we're not doing the whole tanking thing. There's nobody we're waiting for. You know what I'm saying?
This is the play. Like, this
is the play. Like, we're just going to build from here. That last year would have been the year if they was going to do something. So they can, but like you said, they already killed that because they wanted Dame and SGA for Simmons, and that ain't going to fly. So
I'm going to be honest. I don't think that I think I love Ben Simmons. I don't think that he's worth Dame and SGA. And why do you need two players that pretty much play the same? They different. Like, are you going to put Dame at shooting guard then? And no, that's way off.
But the other thing too, the other play is they're talking about to the Spurs, which I don't know what they're going to give up for it. But
I don't know. So here's the thing. I think that what's crazy is that the Spurs have a lot of young team. Mm-hmm. They just I don't know, man. Like, the Spurs got a lot of young people. They got like Jadante Murray on their team. They got a lot of good people, though, man. I think the problem with so this is the thing is crazy. I think the problem with the Spurs is that all of their the majority of their players are about 23 years old, right? They got a lot of young players. And I think the part that they run into is that at least the Hawks have a formula for how they want to win. I think that the Spurs have a lot of talent that just haven't quite figured out how to manifest that into actual wins, though, man. But they got a lot of good players, though, man. I mean, if you're looking for Dame, I don't know who you go. If you're looking for players like Dame and SGA, I don't think that the Spurs got that kind of player on their team. So I don't know what the hell they talking about. So
yeah, I don't know either. But it's good to at least see that the talks is back up. Who I would love to see in some trade talks, because I do want to see them play, is John Wall, bro.
I do want to see John Wall play, man. I'm a big fan of John Wall.
Yeah.
Hey, listen. So let me ask you something that's kind of funny. Not even kind of funny, but I would love to get your perspective on this. Shout out to Brittany, bro, and shout out to the homeboy Melvin, the Super Soldier, checking in as well, and the boy Dennis already, who was in the comments. So listen, Ace Kennedy, Jalen Rose, right? Jalen Rose and Molly Karam Rose calls it quits. Now, Ace Kennedy, to me, this is one of those things. To me, this is one of those things that I think has so many layers to it, right? So many layers, right? Because they both work at ESPN, right?
Yeah.
But the thing that gets me is this. It looks like Jalen Rose filed for the divorce.
Right.
I've always been a firm believer that guys never call it quits first. I've always thought that it's always been the female who officially calls it quits. So if a guy, listen, let me say it. If the guy files for the divorce, if they're the ones who initiate it, because I know that most guys will thug it out. And I just thought, and don't get me wrong, it's not to say that females are quick, but I'm just saying my experience is that I've only known females to be the first one to say, I'm out. So when a guy comes out and says, I'm out, bruh, that tells me that she has to be, you know what I'm saying, red flag worthy. Like, that says a lot to me about the woman if the guy is the one that says, I'm out first, bro.
I disagree. I think whoever files doesn't mean that was where the conversation went. I'm speaking from experience. When I filed, it was a mutual thing that we were done. So it's just I'm the one that initiated the paperwork, but uh so that could be very well the case. They could have had discussions that's like, look, it's not going to work. We not, and he's just the one that filed. That's just a thing. That's just a report that he filed for the vote for
Since
the
you
vote.
asked, since you brought it up,
Yeah.
not to get all in your business,
Trust me, I'm not gonna.
but you said that since you filed first, but who said I'm gone?
It was a mutual thing. That's what I said.
No. Well, who said the words first?
It was mutual. That's what I'm telling you. Like there was no first part. Like it was something like, bro, when you're in a relationship and it's over, both of y'all kind of know it's over. It's not like you just there's some times that one person wakes up and say, oh, I ain't in this no more. But when normally if you're in a marriage, you try to thug it out for a little bit and get to a point where it's like, nah, we tried, we did this, and it just doesn't work. Listen, and one person files, it doesn't mean that that's the person that wants it. That just means that person filed.
Listen, I'm rooting for Jalen Rose, but I don't know why, because Jalen Rose always wins. Bro, listen to Ace Kennedy. Jalen Rose life resume is probably better than his NBA resume, bro. Like I'm talking about, here's the thing. This is why I say that. All right, so Jalen Rose, he was a member of the Michigan Fab Five, right? Legendary group of 5 players. And I believe, I don't know if the Fab Five, if they're in the Basketball Hall of Fame, but I know that they have like their Michigan jerseys retired or something like that. So he go ahead and he gets drafted, and he played for a few teams. He had some really good years for the Bulls, really good years for Toronto, some really good years for the Pacers, right? Wasn't quite up there with like Juwan Howard and Chris Webber and everything, but that was fine. Everybody respected his game. He did get 81 dropped on him. He was on that team with Kobe, right? He's the one that stepped on the foot of Kobe's when he came down on him and did stuff or whatever. With that being said, he had a pretty solid NBA career. But off the court, I never saw him as an NBA analyst, and now you can't keep him off of ESPN. Jalen Rose also has a charter school in Michigan that he fully funded himself. Jalen Rose then scoops up Molly Karen, who she comes on first take, and everybody was like, whoa, this girl is smoking hot. And Jalen Rose comes through and scoops it, right? But more than anything, Jalen Rose is about 45 years old and has the crispiest lineup in the game. And at 45 years old, the perfect hairline, that's enough. You won already there. So all of these extra accolades are just extra icing on the cake that you come on TV and has the Steve Harvey lineup of this era, right? So I'm sitting here thinking, like, why would I expect for him to not come back with something better? Because that's what Jalen Rose does. Like, his post-NBA resume is top-notch.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be honest, bro. I know people's in her DMs right now, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I know people's in the DMs.
Is the game in her DM, bro? Who is in her DM right now? You know who's in her DM?
I'm gonna tell you who's in the DM.
LeVar Ball is in her DM.
Nah, I'm gonna tell you who in the DMs, bro.
Who in the DM?
Y'all ready for the breaking news, bro? That boy Melo in the DMs, bro. What do you do after Lala, bro? What do you do after Lala?
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you. Lala has some of the best thirst traps on the gram, right?
I get that, but he's not with her anymore. So what I'm saying is,
here's what I'm going with that. Here's what I'm going with that. All right. So Lala has some of the best thirst traps on the gram, but Lala, Soulja Boy is in the DM. The first rapper to do it. Brittany Rowe is on to something. Soulja Boy is the first rapper to be in Molly's DM. But listen, okay, so listen, Ace. So I think that the part that I look at Lala is while she got some of the best thirst traps in the game, her body is starting to look real Kardashian-like, where it looks like she's had some work done to this, that, and the other, where it doesn't look, it looks great in jeans, it looks great in some shots, but at some time, though, it's not like, it doesn't look as real to me, right? And aside from that, and that's her looking on, it's still fine, but supposedly the way that, not supposedly, they say that Carmelo basically got a stripper pregnant, right? And that was the reason why they broke up. Well, this stripper girl looks like a young Lala, so it's like Melo's okay, right? He got a young, he went for a younger version of his girl. So to be quite honest with you, that to me almost rules Melo out, because I think that Molly might be too old for Melo, bro.
Hey, I mean, I don't know, bro. I think I think I'm telling you, it's some people in her DMs right now, bro. They popping. She have to block it for a little while, bro.
Who? Well, okay. So I would think, this is the wild part. So when I saw this come out, I was mad because shout out to the homie Mark. He added me to like some sports talk groups, right? Yeah. And I saw they posted about this. And somebody was basically there was a group of people. I mean, they post that is almost dogging her, like, oh, I could totally see it. She don't fit his brand no more. She give off mad masculine energy. She seems like the kind of girl that doesn't know how to be submissive. And I'm thinking, like, I know that you're basing this off of 2 hours of her on this show with Stephen A. Smith, no less. And you're trying to tell me that you're basically saying that you can down talk this woman, right? You don't know a thing about this woman, but you think you judge that she comes across like she just get like they were like, oh, she comes across like toxic, like she is on this I'm a boss shit kind of stuff or whatever. I'm thinking like, what?
Because she speaks up for herself. She's not like, she is a moderator. She's not an analyst per se, but like when they try to talk over her, she does have to impose her will. She's the moderator. She's got to keep the conversation moving.
She's different to me. Her role is different to me than like Jenny Taft, right? Jenny Taft seems like she just presents the topics and back away and let them go, right?
Yeah.
But I think it's also because I believe Molly was an analyst before. I think that she came from like the NFL Network or something like that. So she knows her stuff. But it was funny because somebody said, yo, if you go back and look at her timeline, look at her feed on the gram, she's been getting a little sexier in her post. Like she was kind of warming it up for this and everything like that, though, bro. So that's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we just now hearing about the divorce now. That don't mean that they ain't been going through it. They could have, the whole 2020 could have took them out because of the fact that, hey, you have to deal with some things because your circles become shorter and you stuck in the house with this person and the stuff that you used to be able to get away from it. Like that, we don't know. And I don't even care because it ain't my business, but I'm just saying, just for your comment that just because he filed that there's something wrong with her, I'm not going to ride with that, because there could have been definitely something wrong with him. And maybe he was doing the honorable thing. Like, look, I'll file because like maybe he cheated. And he was like, look, and I don't know. Again, I don't know. I'm just saying, maybe he was like, look, I filed, so let me be the one to go ahead and do this, blah, 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 blah. Ain't no telling.
Brittany Rose said Tristan Thompson is in the DMs. So listen, bro.
Yeah.
Some girl, I saw while we were away that some girl was trying to sue him for some kids. It's something like that. They said there was a trainer that he apparently had got knocked on up though, bro. Like, listen, bro, I think that it's crazy that, like, listen, to each his own. The boy Tristan Thompson comes across like he is smashing everything raw dog. Listen, I don't have any problem. Listen, once you go raw dog, you can't go back.
Hey,
but
I'm not gonna put nobody's last name out here, but that sounds like our boy Quincy, bro.
Listen, I'm not. Oh my gosh, bro. Listen, I just think that, like, I'm just saying, bro. When I look at that, I just think though that the home, like, all of the girls that are like exes from him, with Chloe, all of them have to do with kids. And I'm thinking, like, bro, you mean to tell me that not that you like okay. Ace, I've been removed from the scene for quite some time.
Yeah.
But I think the thing that's crazy to me is that at some point, right, this latest one with her has to qualify as a random because he couldn't have known this chick longer than a year, right? So my thing is that, you mean to tell me, right, that you got your original baby moms, and then you slid, and then you got some kids on her. So now you come out, you free, you single, whatever. I get that. So now you slide again, right? I'm just thinking, like, bro, like my man said, nah, everybody gonna get this raw dog, bro.
Now, Brittany, I don't feel bad for Chloe
No, I don't either. I don't feel bad.
Chloe keeps staying around. She could have been left. That's on her if she want to stay. So
I don't feel bad for Chloe whatsoever, though, man.
Nah, I don't feel bad.
It's hard for me to feel bad for them. It's hard.
Yeah.
And listen, and not to say that I'm a Kardashian hater, but it's hard for me to feel bad for any of them, though, bro. Hard.
Yeah. Bro. So, dog, there's some hate here in Oklahoma, and it's no surprise to you. But the boy Scissorhands, Corey Sutter, Scissorhands, we call him. He be everywhere, right? He the hood mayor. The boy Drake was out here, and of course, he always, he'll hit Scissorhands up. Scissorhands was the one that broke the story about PG Stan in Oklahoma because he was his barber. Scissorhands be on the field, he be on the court, he be everywhere. Like, he is the hood mayor. Somehow people just know Scissorhands like he's like a Oklahoma.
What is he? He's a barber.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, it's just the places he ends up. Like, I remember when I was in Meant to Be, we was in Houston walking around in the mall, and who do we bump into? Scissorhands. Like, Scissorhands be everywhere, bro. But yeah, the boy Drake was here, and everybody was mad because Drake called him, to get the cut or whatever like that. And I'm just like, boy, y'all boys be hating.
Did you see the let me ask you this, speaking of the Drake, did you see the Drake and Kanye concert on Amazon? I saw clips of it.
Yeah.
I saw that. I saw that on I saw some of it on Facebook. I thought that, this is the thing that not Facebook, I saw some of it on Instagram. People posted different clips of the whole thing, and I think you can get a kind of a gist that was of what was going on. I thought that it was pretty fire, though, right? That, when you think about it, just 6 months ago, that they were still, at words and had their beats and everything like that, and how you could still turn something around, though, bro. And oddly enough, though, man, I do think that both of them kind of benefited from their beef financially, musically. I think that you couldn't tell me that their beef didn't push each other to try to outdo each other musically. Right.
Well, it's not even that, but just the beef itself made you want to go listen. Like, I need to hear this album to see if it's better than this album. And
right,
is the production good on this one? Like, it definitely.
Soon as the Drake dropped, I was immediately comparing it to Kanye. Right. I was just like, all right, you know what? So, listen, but I think that it was real cool that not just, listen, man, I think that it could have been two different rappers, and this would have been different, right? In terms of beef. Like, I couldn't see 50 and Ja Rule jumping on stage doing the concert. They had beef 15, 20 years ago and still would never hop on the stage together, though, bro. So I think that it was cool that they were able to go ahead and still collab and do music after having beef, though. That's fire to me.
Yeah, nah, it was dope, man. I'm happy for them and the purpose that they were doing it. So, I think it's dope, bro.
Yeah, man. I think that it's fire though, bro. Like I said, good to see them two patch things on up. I would love to see them do some more, collabs and everything like that. If they that solid and everything like that now, though, man. I don't know.
Okay, so here it is, brother. We talked about it a little bit on Tuesday. We're back on Friday. So Joel Osteen and the church reported that $600,000 had come up that had been stolen from a safe. $600,000. And here recently a plumber found inside the wall these envelopes full of money, supposedly being the $600,000. And they ended up giving him $20,000 as a reward for finding said money. Uh, what are your thoughts?
That money wasn't lost. That money wasn't lost. Like, to me, I think, listen, I'm gonna be honest. I think that here's the thing. I laughed too, man, because I saw a video. I saw a video where somebody posted that he was taking almost like he was doing a selfie or a video with Joel Osteen. And Joel Osteen is just sitting there smiling like he's taking a picture. And the dude was like, you know, you're a piece of crap, right? He was like, yeah, you're a piece of crap. And Joel Osteen was looking like, you mother scudder. And then the dude was like, yeah, he knows he's a piece of crap. But that money wasn't stolen. I believe that money was put there for a rainy day. That was the rainy day fund, so that just in case something happened, that they'd be able to.
That other jet.
Yes, man, they can bust the wall down, and they got some tax-free, unmarked, bills that they can just go ahead. Nah, that was a rainy day fund, bro.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, man. Some people were speculating that somebody, got it and took it away, and maybe the person who hid it there died, and which is why it was still there. Because 2014 and this is 2021, about to be 22. I don't know. They was trying to wait for them to forget about it.
Listen,
the limitations was over.
That's what they listen. Not even just that though, bro. I think that it was just literally like somebody putting $1 million in the mattress. Listen, bro.
I'm just trying to figure out though, like, if somebody stole that money, who had time to put it in the walls? That's why you saying okay. There's no way.
Yes, and listen. Okay, so Ace, if it's stolen, right? If it's stolen money, right? And I understand they said that it was in a safe. How do you know that it was exactly $600,000, not $500,908.57? It was an exact number of $600,000. So my thing,
they gonna know what's. Any good record keeping, the trustees got to know what's where the money, what money is where though.
So boy, if y'all don't go, I refuse to believe this. Listen, somebody knew that it's been there this whole time. And listen, and you'd be hard pressed for me to tell me. I think that somebody was just listen, because you can have this. The thing about it is church money and cash money. I know that there are certain things that you have to file for tax purposes, but I think that that's always the thing. Is a lot of those benevolent offerings, they're things that are just offerings. So I don't know the laws, but I don't think all of that's taxable. So I think that that's always a thing that people kind of get into it with pastors, because pastors, unless they have a salary with the church, they can be given offerings, and that's just cash. That's just like a stripper getting tips, right? So I think, to me, that if you're saying that you got $600,000 that is basically tax-free, that is not going through any of those processes that to account for that money though, bro. And to me, that just seems like if a worst case scenario happened, you know what I'm saying, the church is starting to go down, let's bust this wall open and we can go ahead and bail ourselves out, bro. That's what I believe.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I know people always are saying, stuff about Joel Osteen. I just thought it was an interesting story that came out. So, yeah, that's all that I thought it was.
Yeah, no, I think it's interesting though, man. And so I think the thing that's been interesting that it came up with Joel Osteen, because I believe that he was also one of the churches that filed to get some of the PPP money. I think they had to pay some of it back as well. Like, their church has been in the news for different things. Like, I think that their church was in there for when there was a flood in Houston or something like that, where they didn't want to open up the doors for their own church. With different things though, man. But listen, now listen, I saw Melvin said they forgot it was there. Now maybe I would believe that. Like, they was like, dang, you know what, we forgot we put it there. But somebody does. Who would have been? Listen, I don't know how old this church. Now I'm thinking about it. I don't know how old this church is, right? But Ace, who would have known? How do you do that? You'd have basically went through and jackhammered this whole wall, right? Boom, 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 boom. You'd have knocked it on down. You'd have tucked the money in. Then you went through and drywalled it and passed it back on up, so it looked seamless, so nobody can see it, bro. You either had to build it into the church like that. Like, stop playing with me, bro. Like, I've seen enough money heist movies. I've seen Inside Job. Tells me that this was an inside job, bro. No, man. Mark Wahlberg would have figured this out in Italian Job. Yes, bro. Stop playing with me, man.
Yeah, this would have been this. They should have filmed Ocean's 14 right there, bro.
Osteen 14.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So I don't buy it.
Yeah.
I don't.
Anyway, bro, what's your plans for the weekend?
My plan for the weekend is to hopefully finalize my Christmas shopping, man. So I'm hoping to be out in the holiday spirit and try to be belifted. And I'm not gonna let nobody destroy me. I'm trying to go ahead and do my thing, though, man. That's about it, though, bro. But I got a couple people I'm trying to get some. By the way,
what's up?
You check your mail.
I was just about to ask you a question about the mail because I got this white package that I don't know, that I know I didn't order this from. So, let's see. So here's what's funny, right? I actually bought this already.
I had a feeling you was gonna say that.
Yeah, I sure did. But we gonna make this work. I got some peeps in mind that I can make sure that I take care of. But this is fire. This is fire. I got the black t-shirt, but not the hoodie. So okay. No, I appreciate that. And it will get some good use. Yeah.
I had a feeling you was gonna tell me that.
Yeah. No, I appreciate it.
I was like, you know what, bro? He got too many shoes to this match with for him to not already have it. But let me just double check though.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it, bro. You know, I love getting packages in the mail, but I was like, now I know I didn't order but one thing from them because you just told me about the company recently,
right?
And so, I'm sorry, baby. And so, I sure did, man. I ordered both t-shirts, but they was on sale. But no, I got some people that we're gonna take care of with that, and I'll tell them you hooked them on up.
Yeah, we'll do that, man. Let me know who it is too, though, man. Who you got in mind, though?
It's probably my boy Zach, man. My boy Zach, man. He good dude, bro. The quick story about Zach before we get out of here. I remember last year I was doing something for a single mom for Christmas. Wanted to make sure that she had, some money to take care of her little ones, and so I was telling them about the idea. And I had just met Zach that day, bro. He was like, "Yo, what's your cash app?" Bam, sent me the money. Like I said, didn't know him, whatever like that. Just been a good dude. And so, nah, man, I think I want to hook him up because we don't play at the same church anymore. So I think it'd be dope if he rocked that to the life. Well,
yeah, I thought that it would be one of them ones that you would pull out in the life church. And
absolutely. Yeah. No, I appreciate that, homie. Yeah. But yeah, bro.
What about you, man? What you got for the weekend?
Okay, she gone now. So we supposed to be taking Charlie to go to the lights in the zoo tonight. So we're gonna go check that out, get to drive around through the zoo, probably play the Christmas music in the car and drive around the zoo and see the lights, bro. I'm excited about it.
Am I still gonna get this item here that I need to purchase?
Me and Charlie, here's the thing, because so because of the fact Sarah's been recovering and stuff like that, I've been running a lot of errands and stuff in the evenings when the kids are home. And then me and Layla been still going to our appointments for before I got to the pod. The reason why, normally we jump on, here's another behind the scenes. We normally jump on about 2 minutes before we go live. Yep. And I beat you. You beat me this time because of the fact I was coming from my accident care appointment, me and Layla. So I picked them up from school and we shot straight to the hospital and got back. So, and then Charlie, so I will get you that information so I can get you squared away for that.
Yes. But no, man. But like I said, I'm gonna be out and about, though, man. Hopefully, I can go ahead and finalize. I think that for the most part here, though, man, I'm kind of watching for a couple of packages that I have. But I'm like I said, I gotta wrap all my stuff. I'm all the way there, though, man. I'm about to put my Temptation Silent Night going, blasting on 100 times in a row till people get tired of me, though, man. And so, yeah, we're doing it, though, bro. All in.
Yeah. Hey, next pod, I need you to answer the question of what is your all-time favorite Christmas song of all time. Don't say
no. You mentioned Silent Night Temptations. What are you talking about? Isn't that everybody's favorite song?
Nah, because I will say that CeeLo Green, Mary Did You Know is up there, bro.
Oh my gosh. Listen, I thought the thing that I thought that very easily, bro, that it's Silent Night by the Temptations or Donny Hathaway This Christmas. That's That's like the official. Like, listen, those might as well be like top 5 anthems for Black people. This
I
Christmas.
get that, bro, but I'm just like, I think like for me I 100% agree that those have very great sentimental value. My dad used to play it all the time, so immediately when I hear it, those I get it. But from an R&B perspective, right? I listen to music differently now. So there are certain songs that hit me from the standpoint of a musicianship. So like I love some of the newer renditions. Like I'm sure it's no surprise that Tank's got a great Christmas album.
Oh my god.
So
Tank, oh my god. Tank came out with a Christmas album
yeah.
this year.
No, not this year. But even still, it don't matter. The songs are still dope. They classic.
But so let me tell you this before because we're talking about it. Okay. But you know that when people keep doing Christmas albums, because all those Christmas songs aren't copywritten, so everybody can perform them and there's no royalties that somebody can claim for you.
It's not. I don't think it's copyright. I think it is. It's public domain.
Yeah, public domain. So you can record them, and that's why everybody does the same old songs, basically. Though. But listen, no, I don't think anybody knew that Tank had a Christmas album except for you, though, bro.
You did know. I know you knew. I know you got it saved in your library. I don't know why you be trying to act out.
Don't listen. I like Tank, but I don't get the notifications for when he has.
You got the notification the last time the new song came out. You knew about him having issues with his ear where he was going deaf. Like you get all of that stuff.
I know. I get that. That's on social media. My Tank notification is Ace Kennedy, bro. Ace Kennedy tells me hot off the press everything that's happened, everything that's current with Tank, bro.
That's right.
Listen,
that's right.
But Christmas songs though, yeah. But
for real and real life,
Silent Night and Rudolph when I hear the Temptations version of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and this is it. Do people? I always say Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. It has to be the.
You gotta say the whole thing.
I gotta say the whole thing. I just can't
Rudolph.
say Rudolph. No, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and Silent Night. But Silent Night number 1. Donny Hathaway number 2.
Yeah.
If we were doing an all-time list, those would be the 3 songs though.
See, and don't get me wrong, I like the Donny Hathaway version, but I do like the Chris Brown version. But
I love the Chris Brown. I love the Chris Brown too.
But I like the CeeLo Green version better.
Look at that. They go Melvin. Thank you, Melvin. That boy said I didn't know that Tank dropped the Christmas album.
I ain't trying to listen to you either. Y'all knew Tank had a Christmas album.
No, sir.
Everybody in here knew that Tank had a Christmas album.
No, sir.
Hey, speaking of which, bro, did you no seriously though? Tori Kelly's Christmas album is banging, bro. Tori Kelly's Christmas album is banging.
I know that the CeeLo Green Christmas album is. I know that it go hard.
Yeah, it goes hard. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I think I've expanded my horizon on listening to Christmas album because again, I get it. Everybody go listen to Mariah Carey at least one time. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's just that one time, they gotta listen to it when Christmas comes.
Girl says she makes $1 million a year off of that song, though, bro.
Hey. So
Jesus
I get
Christmas.
But no. So everybody got to listen to the Kirk Franklin Christmas album. So
I've only listened to the Kirk Franklin Christmas album one time.
Oh, see, that was a regular in my house, bro.
No,
it was like right after the Temptations. It was
no. Listen, we kept in my household. We kept that Temptation. I remember, dog. We had the Temptations. We had that Motown Christmas album. My mom had a big record player. I mean, that thing was huge though, man. It probably was about 6 feet wide. It was heavy though, bro. And so we had it on that one. And I also remember us having a VHS tape though, bro.
Tell her she welcome, Melvin.
So she know that she got one. She looking it up though.
That's
right. Listen, man.
Hey, man. We appreciate y'all.
Absolutely. If you haven't already, be sure to like and subscribe. Also to the Slash Brothers Facebook and YouTube pages, man. Every episode is streamed simultaneously from both platforms. Listen, Ace Kennedy, at the top of the year, though, bro, we trying to go ahead and get this thing exclusively to a particular platform, though, man.
I gotta look it up, bro. I'm telling you, it just slips my mind every single time. So no, I definitely gonna look for something to get us in a different position because we gotta know something.
Hey, listen, man, Slash Brothers, Ace Kennedy, Charlie Venus, can we get this music, sir? Appreciate y'all for checking in on you folks.
can give. Finally, just you and me. It's Christmas time, lights and trees, pumpkin spice cheese and wine, Netflix and chill on my mind.
I remember you didn't want to put the jingle bells on there, dude.
Yeah.